So, you need a place to live. The big question, do you rent or do you buy? It's not just about a roof, this is about your money, your freedom, and your future. Schools never taught us about mortgages or leases, but here we are trying to figure it out. Renting gives you flexibility. Buying gives you a piece of the American dream, plus all the headaches. Your lifestyle matters. Do you want to settle down, or might you need to move at a moment's notice? This is one of the biggest financial choices you'll ever make. So let's break down the circus of renting versus buying without letting Walter complain too much. Renting means paying someone else to live in their property. Essentially, you're borrowing a home for as long as you need it, without the long-term commitment of buying. Think of it as a long-term hotel, but with your own stuff, your favorite couch, and maybe even your pet goldfish. It's your space, just not your building. You sign a lease, pay rent each month, and maybe a security deposit in case you get creative with the walls. The lease is your rule book. It spells out what you can and can't do, and how long you get to stay. Utilities like electricity and internet are often on you. The process is simple. Find a place, apply, get approved, sign, pay, move in. Sometimes you'll need references or proof of income, but it's usually much faster than buying. No banks, no giant loans, no endless paperwork. Renting skips the mortgage maze and lets you settle in quickly. The catch? You don't own anything. All those monthly payments don't buy you a slice of the property. Your rent buys you time, not a piece of the building. When you leave, you take your memories, not the bricks. When your lease is up, you can renew or move out. No strings attached, no need to sell or worry about the market. Renting is perfect if you want flexibility or aren't sure where you'll be in a year. It's ideal for students, travelers, or anyone who likes to keep their options open. It's like dating. You enjoy the place, but you're not committed for life. Repairs? Call the landlord, and they'll usually handle it for you. Want to move? Just wait for your lease to end. You can pack up and try somewhere new without the hassle of selling. But remember, you're not building equity, just paying for a place to stay. Your money goes toward living, not investing. Renting is freedom, but it's not ownership. It's a great way to live on your own terms, but the keys always belong to someone else. Buying a home means you're the owner, king or queen of your own castle, even if it's tiny. It's a big step, and for many, it's a lifelong dream come true. There's a sense of pride and accomplishment that comes with having a place to truly call your own. But first, you need a down payment, often tens of thousands of dollars. Saving up for this can take years, and it's usually the biggest hurdle for new buyers. It's a serious financial commitment, and it's just the beginning. The rest comes from a mortgage, a big loan you pay back over 15 or 30 years. This is a long-term relationship with your bank, and those monthly payments are a part of your life for decades. Monthly payments include the loan, property taxes, and insurance. These costs add up, and you'll need to budget carefully to keep everything on track. All repairs and maintenance? That's on you now. From leaky faucets to broken roofs, you're the one who has to fix it, or pay someone who can. The process is long. Find an agent, tour homes, make offers, negotiate, survive inspections and paperwork. It can feel overwhelming, but each step gets you closer to your goal. It can take months, but at the end, you get the keys and real ownership. That moment is worth celebrating. You can paint, remodel, or even get a pet goat. No landlord to stop you. Your home, your rules. You have the freedom to make it truly yours. But you're also responsible for every leaky roof and broken appliance. There's no one to call but yourself when things go wrong. Buying is a marathon, not a sprint. It takes patience, persistence, and a lot of paperwork. It's a huge commitment, but you're building equity and stability. Over time, your investment grows, and your home becomes a foundation for your future. You own the place, and the problems. The rewards and the risks are all yours to manage. Try knocking down a wall in a rental. Not happening. Homeownership means you finally get to make the big decisions. Renting's biggest perk? Flexibility. Need to move for a job? Just pack up and go when your lease ends. Major repairs? Not your problem. Call the landlord and let them handle it. Your financial surprises are usually limited to rent increases, but the downside? You're not building equity. Rent money is gone forever. After years of renting, you have nothing to show but receipts. You also have less control. Want to paint or get a pet? You need permission. The landlord can raise your rent or decide not to renew your lease. You're living by someone else's rules. Renting is great for freedom and low responsibility, but you're not investing in your future. It's like being a guest who pays for everything. You get convenience, but not ownership. At the end of the day, you're just passing through. Homeownership's biggest draw is building equity. Every payment increases your stake in the house. Over time, you're investing in something you own, not just paying for a place to sleep. You get stability, fixed mortgage payments, no surprise evictions, and total freedom to customize your space. But you're also the repair crew. Every leak, every broken appliance, every unexpected expense is yours. You need an emergency fund for when things go wrong. Houses aren't easy to sell. If you need to move, it takes time and money. You're anchored by your investment, for better or worse. Homeownership is a long-term commitment, not a quick decision. It's rewarding, but it's work. You get pride and stability, but also responsibility and risk. If you love projects and putting down roots, it's worth it. If you crave flexibility, think twice. Owning a home is like a tattoo. Make sure you want it for the long haul. How do you choose? Start with your job. If you're settled, buying might make sense. If you might move, renting is safer. Consider your family single or growing. Your space needs will change. Think about your long-term plans. Do you want to settle down or keep your options open? Money matters most. Can you afford the down payment, monthly payments, and repairs? Don't stretch your budget until it snaps. Being house poor is no fun. Be honest. Do you enjoy home projects, or would you rather spend weekends relaxing? There's no right answer, just what fits your life and personality. Know yourself, and choose the path that works for you. Meet Sarah and Mike, two paths, two stories. Their journeys show us how different choices can shape our lives, and how there's no single right way to find happiness or security. Sarah, 28, rents a downtown apartment. She loves the energy of the city, the skyline outside her window, and the freedom to explore new neighborhoods whenever she wants. When she got a job offer across the country, moving was easy. No house to sell, just pack and go. She could chase new opportunities without being tied down, and that flexibility means a lot to her. She loves that repairs are the landlord's problem, and uses her savings for travel and investing. With fewer responsibilities, she can focus on her career and passions, and she's building a financial cushion for the future. But she can't get a dog, and her rent keeps rising. Sometimes she wishes she had more control over her living space and monthly costs. She sometimes envies friends who own homes and build equity. Watching them settle in, she wonders if she's missing out on something lasting. Mike, 35, is married with kids. For him, putting down roots was important. He wanted a place his family could truly call home. He bought a house in the suburbs after years of saving. It took discipline and sacrifice, but the moment he got the keys, it felt worth it. His mortgage is higher than his old rent, but it's fixed, and he loves the backyard and freedom to customize. The kids have space to play, and he can finally paint the walls any color he likes. The downside? When the water heater burst, he paid thousands for repairs. Homeownership comes with surprises, and sometimes they're expensive. Most weekends he's fixing things or mowing the lawn. There's always a project, but he takes pride in making the house better for his family. But he feels pride and security. Every payment is an investment in his family's future. The house is more than a building. It's a foundation for their dreams. Sarah values freedom and flexibility. Mike values stability and ownership. Their choices reflect what matters most to them at this stage in life. Both made the right choice for their lives. There's no competition, just different priorities and dreams. There's no perfect answer, just what works for you. Renting and buying both have trade-offs, and only you can decide what fits your needs. The key is knowing what you want and what you're willing to trade for it. Your path is yours to choose, and that's what makes it meaningful.